everybody, my name is Sherry. Welcome to my stamp studio. I have a very fall card for you today. I don't know about your neck of the woods, but here in Indiana, the trees are glorious. It has all of the colors that you would consider fall in our color line. It can be seen outside on the trees. It's a lot of fun. In fact, I ran errands one day and then intentionally didn't get them all done so I'd be able to go back out and see it, because it's just beautiful. And it's a little chilly, but it's not normally, I wouldn't think this is chilly for October, but we've had a warm October up to this point. So we got our first freeze last night. Had to scrape my windows this morning to go out to breakfast with friends. So it's that time of year. This is a fun card. Now I am going to tell you that if you got the advent calendar and you don't want to see one of the things that's in it, this might not be the video for you, because I am going to show, I'm going to use one of the things that is included in the 12 Days of Crafting advent calendar. Partly because I want you to see this, because I don't want it to sell out and then some of you be like, where'd you get those? Because there are things in the calendar. In fact, there was more that I could have used on this card. I just chose one. But there are things that are exclusive just to this kit that you won't be able to get any other way. I don't have my kit here because I have set up for my in-person stamp camp, and it's down where we have camp. But go to my website, because if you purchase the advent calendar from me, then you will get a PDF bundle of 12 cards. The calendar, there's been a little bit of confusion. It's Christmas, intended to be opened at Christmas time, given as a Christmas gift, and then whoever you give it to could open it during the 12 days of Christmas. The supplies inside are not holiday related. They are for the year. So our PDF bundle that I'm doing is with 3 of my besties, and they're all super talented, and we'll do birthday, anniversary, Valentine, miss you, thinking of you, baby shower, that kind of cards. So if I had it here, I would show you, but like I said, I'm going to use one of the items. So if you want to be completely surprised, if you have the calendar and when you open your doors, and just come back later and watch this. It's not a huge, and I'm sure over time you'll start to see it more places. But before I get started, I thought I would pull out, I have had, well, for one, I keep seeing this card reappear with little tweaks on lots of other demonstrators' pages. So it's kind of fun to see that. I did this, I don't know, when the holiday catalog was, before it was even out. So it's been a hot minute, and I have had several of you ask if I can stamp with this again. It is on my slate of things to stamp with soon. There's just so many things to stamp with, but I wanted you to know that I have heard you. I've read your emails. I've seen your comments, and I will get another card with the set. I don't know what it will be, but I will get it. And then here's just 2 of the other fun ones that I have made recently. This one I stamped on the ribbon. I've been into white, the white ink and white embossing powder, as you can see on those. And then today I'm using Gathering Moments. This is an online exclusive. This was the card that we did in my Try It class for the holiday catalog. So it has a little bit where you can see all of the paper. Today I'm not using the giant leaf dies. So I had done this one before, and I wanted you to see it because on this one I did use the giant leaf dies. This one also has the paper. And then this one I did is kind of in a different color scheme. So all of those 2 are on my channel. The one from Try It class is not. So I'm going to stamp. Let's stamp first. That way you can decide if you don't want to see what's coming. You can come back later. So I have the colors that are in the paper. So I have Cajun Craze. Let's do the acorn and Cajun. Super fun, the pattern to these. And then I have Old Olive. These are all going to get die cut. That's why they're on this funky little piece of paper here. And I do need to re-ink my stamps. If I'm pushing really hard, but they're going to be die cut. But I do need to re-ink these before camp. And then I have Crushed Curry, which is a wonderful yellow for fall. We have a lot of crushed curry trees in my neighborhood at the moment. We have a lot of cherry cobbler too. Not using it on this card though. And then finally I have Early Espresso. Get our little mushroom in that. The mushroom is my favorite. I'm a huge fan of decorating with mushrooms. And then before I put this up, my card base is Cajun Craze. Just fold that in half, and then I can stamp my sentiments on the inside. So I went with the one that said, "Your friendship means the world to me." But there are sayings in the set that are a little bit more harvest, Thanksgiving kind of feel to them. Okay, now I'm going to use the paper, and I think I have almost every sheet that is in here. So it's a specialty paper. It has a gold on one side, so you can see these beautiful leaves, and then this pattern matches the folder, which I am using, but I'm going to use the other side because I want the flannel. So we have that, and then I have a piece of espresso, and then here's these dies are included in the Advent thing, so you get these postage stamp size die. So I have all of the different papers, and I am going to run these through the dies and then cut these out with their dies. So give me a second and I'll cut those out. All right, so all of these are cut out, and then I am going to take this espresso piece is just to kind of layer behind, because this one doesn't show up super well on the paper, so I wanted the postage part to show. So I'm going to stick the espresso one in the folder that goes with the sweet, and I'm going to take this gold foil one. Aren't those super fun dies? We have postage dies. These have a more of a postage crinkle to them, I guess you would call it. And then let's see, this one, I'm going to flip it this way, and we may use it the other way. I think those are all the ones I put in. So let me run these through the machine. Okay, so they're all cut out, and I'm just going to make some little, kind of like little postage vignettes with them. So you can see, I think there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sizes of stamps. Let's go with this. I'm not going to put it on my card so I don't accidentally glue it on. Sometimes, you know, we do that. So let's start with our largest ones. So I'm going to put my espresso piece that I put through the folder down here in the corner. The flannels are always nice because it gives you some lines so you know that you're sticking everything on straight. And look how cute the other sides look. Like all of the sides. Every time I thought that I had decided on a side, you go to glue it on, and you're like, oh, I could use that side. So see, the espresso just gives it a little bit of highlight so you can see the postage pattern. The other ones show up a little bit better. And then I'm going to stick dimensional here. I want to see the mushroom. On my other one, the mushroom wasn't in this corner. So I'm just going to change it a little bit. Put this here so I don't cover up my favorite one. Next one is the gold foil and the little Cajun acorn. And we'll stick that over here. The nice thing about these is they fit really well on the card front, so you don't have to worry about spacing them, that you're going to run out of room, because they'll all go on here. I'll add a little acorn here. And now the twine that comes in this is, at least I think, I'm 90% certain it's part of the suite, but it's early espresso and old olive twine. So I'm just going to take them at the same time. Pull them and just tie it around and tie a little bow over here on top of this larger stamp, postage stamp. Always give yourself plenty of twine. It's inexpensive and it looks fun when you have some that kind of spins around. Do I have both my pieces? Yeah, I do. I'm doing it upside down. So I want it to be over here, kind of in the middle of this one. And I'm just going to tie a bow. I'll turn it the right direction once I get it tacked on there. And let's tie a bow. And then I'm going to leave it mostly floppy. I'm just going to get the longest ends off. Now we can go ahead and put it on our card. Just use the ribbons around it. So before you ask, the only way, at least right now, I don't know if they'll ever sell similar dies, but the only way right now that you can get the postage shaped dies is in the Advent kit. But it's a great deal. There, you get a double stamp set that has both words and designs. You can go watch my video when I show as much as you want to see. I give you warning before I opened it, but then there are, so you get the double stamp set, the box, which I'm sure you can reuse next Christmas to put something else in and make another gift for somebody else. And then you get 12 items, like one item is a set of dies and there's 12 items. So it's a really good deal. I don't know if this video, if I'll get it up before free shipping is over, but if you can get it during free shipping, then you save a little bit more on that as well. That. You could always get one for a family member or for a friend too and stamp along with you, because you can both just use the PDFs. And then this one I debated whether or not to put it up on a dimensional. I ended up not, because I wanted this on the dimensional and that would have made it double fat. Sweet. And then the embellishments that come with this are the Cajun Craze and gold dots. I'm just going to use 3. If you follow me, you know I like to use 5, 7, 9 embellishments, but I felt like there was already a lot kind of going on this card, and I didn't want these to just get lost. So there's 3 sizes. I'm going to just do one of each size, kind of where you can see them. And then for the most part, except for the fact that you will have little different spots of paper on this one, they're all going to look pretty much the same. So super sweet little card. If you're interested in getting those dies, those postage stamp dies, you are going to have to get the Advent calendar. But I promise you won't be disappointed. It's a really good deal. So that's what I have for you today. I will catch you back here later. Bye.